Nottingham Forest have a plan B for Renan Lodi if it falls through, but is this new Brazilian good enough? And are Forest going all Argentina on us? Welcome to Forest Fan TV. Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are, whatever time of day you're watching this. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest transfer news. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a left back that has been linked with Forest and other clubs. We'll be talking about the kit that we broke to you guys last night. And are the Brazilians going to be happy with it? There's an update on Henderson. There's also a lovely story on Owoni that we'll talk about. And don't forget to go and grab, look at this, a signed framed Morgan Gibbs white shirt. These are going like hotcakes right now. The link's in the description. You better be quick if you want to be in for a chance to win it. And don't forget, as always, follow us on the socials, where all the breaking news comes to you via Forest Fan TV. Let's jump into it and let's start with the Brazilian left back that's been linked. Nottingham Forest have been linked with Carlos Augusto from Monza in Serie A, the Brazilian left back, who's had a decent season for them actually. They finished 11th in the league and has managed to score 4 goals in the process. Is catching the eye and is going to be used as a plan B for Renan Lodi if the Renan Lodi deal is to fall through. At the moment, there are no concrete updates on Lodi. They're just in negotiations. Forest is still negotiating with Atleti in terms of the actual selling price, but Forest have to, and I think it's the right thing to do, make up some plan Bs, which is exactly what they're doing with Carlos. So is he good enough? I'll be honest with you guys, he's not a player I've watched a lot of. But what I will say is the clubs that are linked to him are decent clubs. You've got the likes of Inter, who will be playing in the final of the Champions League on Saturday. They are very interested in him. And 1 or 2 from the Premier League are sniffing around as well, because his price is going to be quite cheap. You're looking at in and around the 8 million mark. Now that's less than half the price that Renan Lodi is going to cost us. But is that differential in price even worth it? Would some of you consider him ahead of Lodi at all? Maybe a few of you have caught a few Monza games this season. But for me, I still remain tight to the fact that Lodi has played nearly a full season at Nottingham Forest, developed beautifully throughout the season and become a mainstay. I'm actually surprised his name wasn't in and around there in talks of player of the season because of his consistency. So for me personally, I think Forest need to do whatever they can to get Lodi through the door. I don't care with Lodi if he's going to cost us 30 million or the 25 million that they're trying to negotiate. He is that good and that's settled within the team that it should be done. However, remember, Lodi's main issue is his partner and his kid are not in England. He has to fly out to Brazil to see them at the moment. So that situation needs to be rectified because a happy Lodi is a good Lodi. But back on Carlos, and I can't tell you too much more about him apart from the link. It's come from a couple of days ago. What I will say is if Inter are interested, then it's a slam dunk he will go to Inter because he's already in Italy, already settled in that league. And at the moment, Inter will be able to offer him European football and Forest won't be able to do that for at least another year. Well, should we say a max of another year? But that's the story. It broke a couple of days. It's still got some legs to it, but it's not one that I'm giving massive credence to because we still do have Lodi to bring over the line. And don't forget as well, Omar Richards, the breaking news on him is his leg is actually starting to grow back. So we may see him within the next couple of years, maybe, once his second leg reappears. And we also have Tuffalo still on the books. And don't forget, Nico Williams can actually play at left back if required. So, the cover for left back isn't as bad as it seems for Nottingham Forest, but Lodi was, by a mile, the clear number 1. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Let's move on to the fun story, which is the away kit. And I can 100% confirm to you that that is going to be Forest away kit. Some are calling it the Argentina kit, some are calling it the Greek kit, some are calling it all sorts. But what do you guys think of it? We've done a community post on it, a short on it as we broke it last night, and it's also on all our socials on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. So make sure you go check it out if you haven't seen it already. But what do you guys think of this kit and why is it so divisive suddenly? For me personally, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I like that it's Adidas. For God's sake, thank God we've finally gone back to Adidas. Proper, nice looking kits. Is it a traditional, so to speak, Forest colour in blue and white stripes? Not really. But what's wrong with a little change here and there? I prefer a blue and white kit, definitely, to the current away kit. I've made no secrets about how I feel about the away kit that's sitting there. I've never worn it. I just don't like that yellow one. Yes, it looks nice and Brazilian and what have you. I just think the yellow is too bright on it. So I definitely prefer this kit. But I do understand the people who are saying, it's not really what we're used to. And the real question is, and this is just a fun question. So, I mean, there's serious answers we've had on some of these, but I'm going to ask it anyway, because that's what I do. Do you think the boys from Brazil are going to want to wear that? Looking all Argentinian, like in their Brazilian nationality, blood and fire all bleeding away for Brazil and putting on semi-blue and white stripes for Argentina. I don't think they care, to be honest, but maybe one of them do. You never know. You never know. The other thing with it as well is it's probably not so much based on the Argentina kit and more so a shout out and a throwback to our Greek father with his Greek colors. Because remember, the Greece flag is a blue and white, stripy blue and white. So maybe the connection comes from there. Look, the bottom line in all of this is quite simple for me. As long as this is on the badge, I don't really care what the kit looks like. As long as it's not like pink or green. I don't like green kits. They always blend into the grass. Very hard for my 21-year-old eyes to see. But I don't care as long as the badge is on there. And that's the main thing. What I do want to know about, though, is a sponsor. And are Forest sticking with the refugees this season? Or are they going to put an actual sponsor on it? I think that needs to be told to us very soon. We'll try and find out for you guys. And of course, we'll let you know on here. There is another rumor going around, sticking on kits. I can't believe we are actually talking about kits, but here we are. That the black and copper kit, which was meant to be the third kit for Nottingham Forest, and that one would have looked absolutely fantastic for me, that may be being vetoed by the big man, the Greek father, because he is superstitious against the color black, apparently. How true this is, I don't know. These are just rumors I'm hearing around, but I hope it's not true because I really want that kit. That's the first kit on my list. But what do you guys think about the kit? Let me know in the comments down below. Very quick update on Dean Henderson, and it looks like Forest are not happy with the 25 mil that Manchester United won. At the moment, the rumours are that Man United, are asking Forest to pay 25 plus 5 in add-ons, and Forest wants to be more towards that 20 mark, and probably doing that with add-ons. So at the moment, things are still looking fine on it, but they're just, measuring, well, you know what, to see where each other are. The deal should go through, especially if De Gea signs his contract with Manchester United. But I feel like we've spoken about Henderson for ages. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing to sound alarm bells at the moment, but we'll keep you posted on that development. And let's move on to a really nice touching story from our star striker Taiwo Awoniyi, who has visited a hospital, I believe out in Nigeria, where he has actually picked up the medical bill for cancer patients and treatments and paid for them. He's gone around, made them feel better, spoken to them, etc. And this is lovely community work that I really do like to see. And it shows how grounded he is. He's a very religious man. There was a story the other day about how he would spend 6 hours in prayer before going out onto the pitch. And he believes that that's the cause of why he was in his hot form towards the end of the season. But that aside, this community style project, and you can tell he's a very caring individual, actually endears me a lot more to him. I was already endeared to him anyway, but I do love to see things like that. And mentioning that, we will be doing some more charity work on Forest Fan TV. The last time we did it for the Hospitals Trust, you guys were so generous, and we raised about 1,500 or so as a community, which was really amazing. We've had letters from them thanking you guys for your support and everything like that. So it is really good to see when footballers don't have an ego and are able to go out into these communities and actually pay out from their own pocket. They don't need to do these things, but it is a lovely touch. What do you guys think about our striker Taiwo? And it looks like Forest will be losing a Brazilian in the shape of Gary Brazil. Gary Brazil, what a servant he's been to the club. His contract is out this summer. And it looks like Wilson is bringing his boy Mo Holland or something down from Rangers to take over. That's not all confirmed yet, but it looks very likely that that's going to be the case. I just want to wish, well, everyone at FFTV, and I'm sure you guys in the comments would love to wish Mr. Brazil all the best in his future. I think he's been an outstanding servant. He's always stepped in when we've needed him, done great work with the youth, done loads of stuff behind the scenes for Nottingham Forest, and we wish him nothing but every success going forward. So, Brazilian goes, and an Argentinian kit comes in. Bit of a weird day in the world of Nottingham Forest. Don't forget, before you leave, to hit that like button, subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. We'll keep you up to date on all the stories as they come in. And go grab your Morgan Gibbs white framed shirt before it's too late. Come on, you Reds.